legends, rising from the wreckage. Count down the seconds. It's our touring days. Let's do this.
Good morning, good day, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're all doing great. My name is Marco and welcome to the second race on the calendar for the Motor Mania Europe League race. For today's race, drivers will be driving on one of the many German circuits, that being Hockenheimring for today. Built in 1932 and originally shaped like a triangle, it was around 12 kilometers long, but after so many changes now, with its 16 turns and 4.5 kilometers long, it is the Grand Prix layout that the drivers will be racing. For today's drivers, we have Wes, who is driving for Motorsport for You team in his Porsche. We have new driver, who is Davek, in his full effort racing team, racing with Corvette. We've got it's Bjorn, who is racing for Cobb Performance Racing in Porsche. We've got Kermetzi, who is racing for BMW Motorsport in his BMW car. Henke, who is racing for Cobb Performance Racing with his teammate, as I said, it's Bjorn. Henke is also racing in Porsche. Shadow Edits, racing for BMW Motorsport in the BMW car. Lee Manudelli, who is racing for Cobb Evolution Racing in his Audi car. And the last driver is Bjorn T, who is racing for Cobb Evolution Racing in Porsche car. 15 minutes for qualifying today. 12 minutes, 3.5 minutes already have passed, so we've got just less than 2.5 minutes left. And the expected time in practice, we've seen 1:39.2 from Lee in his Audi car. But what will we see for today for the qualifying? As usual, the race is 50 minutes long, so there's gonna be plenty of action, plenty of strategy involved, so it's gonna be an awesome race. But the thing that worries me is that in the practice drivers there have been plenty of spins, which, yeah, I don't know what is the reason for that, but Hockenheimring itself is a challenging track. There's a lot of hairpins, there's a lot of sharp corners, fast corners, so it is a challenging track, that's for sure. And you really need to know how to drive it. It is challenging. And we have also got the first qualifying times. Shadow Edit setting a time of 1 minute and 45 seconds. Davek following that with 1 minute and 47. Henke also with 1:46.8. 10.5 minutes remaining. There is still time, a lot of time. So maybe even for a... No, I don't think that tire change is gonna be happening, but we might see something. But yeah, the more important thing is about the fuel and how much will you put fuel in your tank to be able to get a good time. As remember, you need fuel for out lap, you need fuel for another lap to warm up tires, as we can see now that Kermazzi has a spin at turn number 10 and gets on the track safely, so nothing to worry about there. Bjorti setting a time of 1:39.9, so high 39. But as I did said earlier in the practice, he did set a time of 1:39.6, and we will also see 1:39.2, so low 1:39. So theoretically there is some more improvement to be done. Oh yeah, and Wes Bosbes has a spin there at turn number 15. That's really unlucky, but I don't see any damage, so yeah, no damage there. It seems that he got lucky, and yeah, that was just not warming up his tires properly. And Lee Manudelli set a time of 1:39.1. That is amazing. We haven't seen that so far. But yeah, Lee he's driving really amazing. I do need to say, in the first race at Imola, it was raining for more than half of the race, and yeah, he managed to drive it without crashing, without going off track. But the thing I do need to say is that Bjorn has set a time of 1:37.5. Ladies and gentlemen, I am amazed. How is that possible? 1:37.5. What? That is almost a second behind. Yeah, that is actually 1 second, almost than 1 second faster than everybody else. Like, I personally, I didn't know it was possible, but that is amazing. I do need to say that. 6 minutes and 45 seconds remaining. Kermazzi still hasn't set their qualifying lap, neither did its Bjorn. Wes still not improving, as his time is 1:44. And the yellow flag. Lee is out on the grass. Yeah, and he goes in the pit lane. Not sure what happened there, but first top 3 people on the leaderboard are in the pit lane, and just less than 5 minutes remaining. There is still time to potentially set a new time, as Lee is now on the track. Maybe some change in the fuel and tires. We will have to see for that. Kermetsi is still not being able to set a time for qualifying. We have got a lot of Porsches on this race, so yeah, it seems like the Porsches are the top pick, but actually Lee is using Audi and Bjorn, yeah, he's using also Porsche, but yeah, I feel like that all the cars are actually pretty good, you know. But I don't know what I feel about the BMW cars. As I said in the last race, it does seem like they're heavier, 100%, but... And I have driven them, but... And... Yeah, I have driven them on the Nürburgring at least. And I do need to say, yeah, it drives nicely, at least there. But yeah, it has a little bit of understeer. It doesn't turn as much as you will think it should. Shadow still trying to find some improvement on his time, as he is trying to catch Davek and beat his time, which is about 0.3 seconds faster. One and a half minute remaining. Oh, and Hanky has a spin coming out of turn number 15. Really unlucky. And that's gonna cost him his lap, yeah, but he still has time for maybe even 2 laps, depending on where the when the first person that crosses the finish line is, and when does that happen. Vas, Kermatsi and it's Bjorn are all the way at the back, so it's not looking great at all for them, as there is about one or two more laps left, so but if they do not improve, yeah, they're gonna be starting all the way at the back. Which is definitely not great. And the time for qualifying has ended, so we are waiting for everyone to finish that start-finish line. On board with Bjornti, but yeah, he goes in the pit lane as yeah, the qualifying has ended. So few more people left on the track. And it's Bjorn is last on the grid, Kermatsi is second to last, and Wes is starting third to last. And that is not looking good for them at all. And it does look like that Hanky has retired for some reason, which I don't know why. And yeah, as I said, Bjornti in the first place, in the second place, Lee Manudelli, in the third place, Davek, fourth place, Shadow Edits, and all the way at the back, in 27th place, Wes, 28th place, Kermatsi, and 29th place, it's Bjorn. We are waiting for everybody to get ready. And here it is. Everybody is on the grid and ladies and gentlemen, I have no idea what is going on. And here it is. 3 seconds left. And it is green lights. Bjornti has a great start, as everyone else does. They come through turn number 1 and 2. Lee has dropped a few positions, and as he's now in the 5th place, trying to find his back, and he does, and that's gonna be a tight turn through turns number 2 and 3. Oh, pushes that Aston Martin car a little bit wide. Kermatsi all the way in the last place. Wes is in the 22nd place. And Bjornti is already pulling away, as he is now 2 seconds in front, which is really great for him. Turn number 11, also called Mobile 1. Yeah, it's a challenging corner, I do need to say. You're going fast there, and it's a fast right-hander turn, which, at least when I was driving it, it kinda is blind corner, blind turning, right? But I do need to say that I have never driven on Hockenheim before, so yeah, that might be a little skill issue. Lee is now in the 3rd place, trying to fight his way back, as they are now at turn number 5, called Parabolica. You also may have heard that on the Nürburgring. Now at turn number 6, the really long hairpin, the slowest corner on the track. And Shadow is off the track, but he rejoined safely. Kermetsi all the way at the back in 26th place, trying to fight his way back. "46 minutes remaining, and for the first quarter of the race, it is gonna be sunny, but there is the chance that there will be some rain. It is not guaranteed, but we will see about shortly. And also for this race, the drivers are required to do 3 pit stops, so there's gonna be some strategy involved with that. And Bjornti has now pulled away about 4 seconds in front, and he is not looking back. Wes Bosbez already in the 12th place, so he did manage to fight his way back from the back, as he did start at 27th place, now in 12th. That is about 14 positions, yeah, that is 15 positions actually. Really amazing. Davek in his Corvette number 13. As I said earlier, he is new in the league, but yesterday he was racing in the last race of the USA season, and he actually got the win there, so that was amazing, and he might be able to get a win here too. As oh yeah, he goes wide there. Outbreaks himself at turn number 8 and 9. Really unfortunate, as he was catching Bjornty slowly. Kermetsi now in the 22nd place. He also managed to get some positions back. I do need to say that the first 3 drivers are all driving extremely good, as they are all in less than 10-second interval. So yeah, everyone is having about the same times, so we can see that Lee is slowly catching up to Davek. Was still trying to find some positions, and he gets 2 positions as he dived in the inside of that turn number 5. No damage, so that was a good position, and he's now trying to catch Shadows, which is only about a second behind in front. And Lee has pulled over on the track. What happened there? Oh no, what happened there? That is really unfortunate. Maybe he might be out of fuel. I hope that's not the reason, but it might just be. And Shadow, yeah, some contact between that Aston Martin car, that he gets that position now in the 5th place as 38 minutes remaining. Oh, that is not a good move. He cuts that corner. That is turn number 8, and some contact. Yeah, he spins that Aston Martin. Oh, no damage, unfortunately. No damage, luckily. But that was not a way to do it, and he now goes in the sand. Is he gonna rejoin safely? He is. But no, that is some unsportsmanlike driving. Lee is still not moving, so that might just be a problem with fuel. Davek still trying to catch up to Bjorn, as he is still 4 seconds behind. So that gap is not moving, which does mean that both drivers are driving about the same pace, which for Davik it is not good, but maybe he will get the overtake done by pit strategy. As I did say, 3 pit stops are required, so you do need to think of how you will do that. And Lee is now back to racing. I've got no idea what happened there, but he is now racing, and never mind, he is now in the grass once again. For some reason, I don't think he didn't get pushed over. And Davik is now catching up to Bjornti finally, as now the gap is about 3 seconds. As they come to the start-finish straight at turn number 1, North Curve is the name of that corner. Still no overtakes as of yet, but it does seem that Davik is carrying some more speed through Parabolica, so yeah, that gap is coming down. Wes in the 4th place. And do remember that he did start 27th, so all the way last, and now in the 4th place, which is amazing actually. And Kermazzi, he's gonna just go a little on the grass, and he gets some overtakes done, which I didn't take a good look, but I don't think that there were track limits, so that is a good overtake. Lee is still not moving, so that is really unfortunate. Oh no! Bjornti has a spin! Yeah, that is at turn number 12. And Davik is now in the 1st place. Yeah, that is really unfortunate. Yeah, it does look like that Bjornti has caught up with Davik, and he might have been flashing those lights. If you know that tactic, that when you flash the lights and to the person in front, that is just to distract him, and that might have happened. I'm not sure. We don't know that now, but that is a chance. There is a chance that may have happened. He is 5 seconds in front, so but it is really possible to see Bjornti getting his position back, and Shadow is going in the pit lane to get his first out of 3 pit stops, as 20 minutes have passed. Kermazzi in P11, slowly but surely getting back those positions. 8.5 seconds behind P10, but 30 minutes remaining, so there is good chance. He goes a little bit wide through turn number 7, but nothing to worry about. And Wes is now in the 3rd place, as that Corvette is chasing him down, trying to get that position back, but Wes is defending. Not much is happening at the moment. Shadow is all the way at the back end in 22nd place. Trying to get back to the drivers in front. But the first and second place drivers are coming. So how will Davek and Bjornti manage with traffic as they're coming to the bigger group of lapped cars also? So that might be a chance for Bjornti to catch Davek. Davik is now really close to Shadow Edits, and will Shadow give him enough space to pass? Not at turn number 6, the hairpin. And Bjorti is going in the pit lane to get his first out of 3. Stops done. And Wes is now in the second place, but no pit stops for him as of yet, as 25 minutes remaining. And Davik was safely able to overtake Shadow. So he's got nothing to worry about for now. And Kermatzi gets overtaking. Luckily, he didn't hit that guy hard enough for him to spin, but that is a minus position. And here is the first pit stop for Davek, as he is now in the pit lane. He has 48 seconds of lead, so I don't think that Wes is gonna be able to get that overtake done. And here is a fight for 13th place. Yeah, Kermatsi, yeah, he did that overtake as clean as possible. And now Wes is in the pit lane. Davik is still in the first place as 22 minutes are left on the race, and earlier I did say that we might be seeing some rain, but yeah, more than half of the race is done and nothing as of yet. And we do know that the last 10 or 15 minutes are gonna be sunny, so if there is gonna be rain, it does need to be now. Kermatsi is also in the pit lane, so about everyone has done at least one pit stop, so 2 more remaining, but when will that happen is the question. As Davik now needs to keep his pace, as the second place is now just behind him, 1 second behind him, so he now needs to focus on driving, and as he does not want to have a mistake now. Unity once again in the pit lane, and that might look like that's gonna be a second pit stop for him. Getting some fuel back and some repairs also. Shadow now in 15th place. Yeah, he did get some positions back. Yeah, he was 22nd, 24th, I believe. So yeah, there is still chance for him. And everyone is now on the same lap, so no lapped cars and blue flags. So there is chance for everybody to get some overtakes back. And Lee is now racing once again, but he is 15 minutes behind. Yeah, that is nice that he's gonna be able to finish that race, even though he's gonna be probably in last place. Kermezzi has now dropped into 20th place. He was, yeah, for some time he was in 11th position, but yeah, now in 20. But yeah, he did make a pit stop. Yeah, I do remember that a few minutes ago. So yeah, and I'm pretty sure that is his second pit stop. So one more to go. Wes in the 16th position, trying to find time to get to Shadow, who is 11 seconds in front. In his BMW car, and Derek has managed to put some time between himself and the second car. It's about 3.8 seconds, so yeah, 17 minutes left and 2 more pit stops for him. How is he gonna manage that? Is the question. On board with Bjornti, and we can see that he's trying to get as much as overtakes as possible. We can see that he cut the corner at turn number 1 and he's gonna no overtakes in the hairpin, but yeah, he is trying to get as many positions as possible. Wes in the steady 11th position, no traffic in front of him, so he's all by himself, which is a good thing, don't get me wrong. There is no traffic to slow you down or anything, so you can just focus on driving. And never mind, he gets a spin there through turn number 8. But he gets his position back, no overtakes, so he is still good. But now Lee is trying to get that overtake done, even though he is a lapped car, so not much Lee can do, if you ask me. But Bjornti now 44 seconds behind in the third place as 13 minutes remain. And I'm pretty sure that he has done two pit stops, so one more to go. But when will that happen? David has now catched up to the lapped cars, and there's gonna be some challenge dealing with that traffic, yeah. Shadow goes in the pit lane for his, if I remember correctly, final pit stop, so yeah, David now getting slowed down but by that lapped car, leaves some space but going side to side through turn number 14, but he gets that overtake down, but there is still a lot of cars in front of him, so he does need to get a little lucky that he doesn't get slowed down that much, so that the second placed car is not able to catch up to him. And he's now passing Kermatzi, who is in 19th place, and he is trying to get some positions back. Kermatzi is not having much luck. Yeah, he gets some contact with that black BMW car for some reason, I don't know, and he's gonna dive bomb that, and yeah, there's a spin at turn number 2, and all his positions are now lost. He's now in 22nd place. That was not worth it at all. Yeah, he tried to do his tactic, should I say, to go a little bit on the curb and grass, but he was able to pull that off 1 or 2 times. But yeah, when there's contact with, that looks like that is Wes, but no, it isn't, luckily. But yeah, that is, he did not need that. 9.5 minutes remaining, and few people are still yet to pit. But Bjornti is now in the 2nd place, but 38 seconds behind Devek. I don't know if it is possible for him to get to Davek. Probably not. Nado is all the way at the back, yeah, 27th place, and I'm pretty sure that that was some contact that we saw earlier with Kermetsi, yeah, the black BMW car, yeah, that was the start-finish straight. So that might have been him. Kermetsi trying to find some time to get closer to the group of cars in front, but yeah, he even tried to cut that hairpin, but yeah, that is just gonna slow him down even more. As 6 minutes remaining, he is desperate to get some positions back, but yeah, that BMW is not helping him at all. Oh, that's gonna be close though. Side to side contact with that Audi at turn number 1. He gets that overtake, but it is not looking great at him as he tries his tactic once again. No overtakes, but is it worth it? Still trying to do that. He's gonna try to get inside, and yeah, there's contact with that Lamborghini. But how much did that damage him? But yeah, as I did say, he is now desperate to get back his positions. And Shadow is... Yeah, he's back on the track, but yeah, there was some fighting with that Porsche car at turn number 1, and the thing I do not understand is that Shadow has a blue flag, so he is required to let the faster cars in front, but yeah, it doesn't look like he's doing that for some reason, even though yeah, he's 3 minutes behind. So will we see a penalty for not following blue flags? And Kermatsi is now in the 26th place. What happened there? It does look like he had a spin or something. And it might just have been once again at turn number 2. Yeah, he probably tried to do that again. And yeah, he is now in 26th place. Not looking good at all. 2 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. No pit stops, so it might just mean that all 3 pit stops are done for everybody, which I'm hoping it is, because if it isn't, that is an instant disqualification. So we will see soon enough, as 1.5 minutes remain. We're still trying to catch up to the 4th position, but the gap is still 10 seconds, 11 seconds to be precise, and no improvement. That is about 20-25 minutes of timing, and yeah, that it is not looking great for West, but still 5th place. There is still 45 seconds on the clock, and that, if I remember correctly, that's gonna be 2 laps, depending on when the class leader, so Davek, finishes his lap. And yeah, he's now doing his 31st lap. And yeah, Kermatsi is once again off the track. That is turn number 7 and 8. And I don't see why he is fighting. Yeah, once again in the sand. Yeah, those cars have lapped him, so there's really no reason to trying to catch up to them, since no positions, you're not gonna gain any position. Yeah, I don't know what he's trying to do. And the time for the race has now ended. And we are now watching on board with Davek as he comes to his probably final lap. And yeah, that is it. Davek has finished his race in first position. We are now waiting for everybody else to finish. Beauty going outside of turn number 12 and 13. Doesn't go on the grass side to side. Here it gets close, but he is gonna finish his race in second place. Oh, that was close. And yeah, that is second place for Bjornti. Wes is still at turn number 8, so about a minute behind, yeah. And it does look like he's fighting with Kermetsi, and he is for some reason. And yeah, Wes is now in sand, but he is now back on the track. But the person behind him is now really close. No time for mistakes now, as he comes to turn number 15 and now turn number 16, and yeah, he's gonna finish his race in 5th place. Really amazing drive for him. Yeah, and the race has now officially ended. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go through over the field. So in the first place we have Davik in his Corvette. Second place Bjornti in his Porsche car. Wes has finished 8th in his Porsche car. Kermetsi has finished 26th in his BMW car, and his teammate Shadow Edits in 27th place. It's Bjorn has retired, unfortunately, and yeah, Lee has finished last on the grid. Really unfortunate, as Lee has had a good start on the first race. Yeah, as I did say, he finished first on Imola, but yeah, that is not gonna be a good start. And yeah, we can see, I knew something was wrong, but yeah, Wes has got a 10-second penalty, as yeah, we can see he had one pit stop, so yeah, from 5th to 8th place, it is nice, as yeah, if we remember at the start, yeah, he did start all the way at the back, but yeah, really good race, I do need to say. Not many crashes, which is a good thing also. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for watching this race. My name is Marco, and see you next week at 2.5 hours of Spa. Take care everyone, bye bye.